starting with studios here in New York City, and we're happy today to be joined by Jorge Drexler from Uruguay. Jorge, welcome.
Welcome. Buenos días, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Depending from where are you listening to this from.
Yeah. So, Jorge, you have a new album, Salvavidas de Hielo, Life Jackets of Ice in English, kind of like. So, are you going to play some songs from the album today?
Yes, I'm really happy to be here in New York. I'm going to be playing here in the city in the next days, and I'm really enjoying being here in New York. Thank you for having me here.
It's going to be your first time at the Beacon Theater.
This is my first time at the Beacon Theater. Yes, it's a huge honor for me. Just think about that.
Yeah.
Just David Bowie played there, and
Nice.
the Rolling Stones. So it's a great honor for me.
And now it's going to have your stamp there too.
Yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit the first song you're going to play for us?
I'm going to play a song called Movimiento, that means movement. It's about the migratory movements. If there's any connection with the reality, with the political reality of the world, it's not a coincidence. It's been written in this last year, so it has to do with things that are going on in the world right now. Movimiento. Apenas nos pusimos en dos pies, comenzamos a migrar por la sabana, siguiendo la manada de bisontes, más allá del horizonte, a nuevas tierras lejanas. Los niños a la espalda y expectantes, los ojos en alerta, todo oídos, olfateando aquel desconcertante paisaje nuevo, desconocido. Somos una especie en viaje. No tenemos pertenencias, sino equipaje. Vamos con el polen en el viento. Estamos vivos porque estamos en movimiento. Nunca estamos quietos, somos trashumantes, somos padres, hijos, nietos y bisnietos de inmigrantes. Es más mío lo que sueño que lo que toco. Yo no soy de aquí, pero tú tampoco. Yo no soy de aquí, pero tú tampoco. De ningún lado del todo y de todos lados un poco. Atravesamos desiertos, glaciares, continentes, el mundo entero de extremo a extremo. Empecinados, supervivientes, el ojo en el viento y en las corrientes, la mano firme en el remo. Cargamos con nuestras guerras, nuestras canciones de cuna, nuestro rumbo hecho de versos, de migraciones, de hambrunas. Y así ha sido desde siempre, desde el infinito. Fuimos la gota de agua viajando en el meteorito. Cruzamos galaxias, vacío, milenios. Buscábamos oxígeno. Encontramos sueños. Apenas nos pusimos en dos pies y nos vimos en la sombra de la hoguera. Escuchamos la voz del desafío. Siempre miramos el río pensando en la otra ribera. Somos una especie en viaje. No tenemos pertenencias, sino equipaje. Nunca estamos quietos, somos trashumantes, somos padres, hijos, nietos y bisnietos de inmigrantes. Es más mío lo que sueño que lo que toco. Yo no soy de aquí, pero tú tampoco. Yo no soy de aquí, pero tú tampoco. De ningún lado del todo y de todos lados un poco. Lo mismo con las canciones, los pájaros, los alfabetos. Si quieres que algo se muera, déjalo quieto.
Thanks, Jorge.
Gracias.
That was amazing. So let's talk about this song a little bit.
Okay.
So the chorus says like, "You're not from here. We are not from here. I'm not from here, and you either." You know. So you're talking about like we are all immigrants, like just sort of traveling all around the world, just people moving. And I think now here in the United States or everywhere, it's like we are living that moment. And how and when did you write that song? I think it was something that happened on the TV or something like, you know what I'm saying?
The song is actually a spin-off of a TED talk I gave last year in Vancouver in the TED convention, the annual TED convention. The song, the TED talk was about poetry and identity, and at some point I was talking about identity and about complex identities and how the way I felt. The song says, yo soy padre, hijo, nieto y bisnieto de inmigrantes. I'm the father, the son, the grandson, and the great-grandson of immigrants. And it's actually accurate. It's true. My father was born in Germany. I was born in Uruguay. My son was born in Spain. My great-grandfather was born in Poland. So that's something that happens a lot here in the Americas. I mean, people were always coming from somewhere else, and from Africa, we have Native American ancestors and African ancestors, and from Poland, England, from Spain, Portugal. So we're used to that, but that's not something that the whole world is aware of. So we have that privilege here in the Americas, but not everybody is aware of that.
Yeah.
even here. I mean, just imagine how crazy that is. I mean, just being an American and not being capable of recognize that
and feel that way.
I mean, you know the way to completely understand that. You can do your genetic DNA studies, and you will find very quickly that you are from a lot of places, and many places that you did not even know that you were from. So it's but even though in the DNA era, there's still people that don't realize that the things are that way. So I was really happy to put that into a song.
Yeah, and it's the first song of the album, so it's like the message is right there from the beginning.
Yeah, that's the way that the album opens. I mean, saying we're alive because we move. We've been always moving.
Yeah,
we 30,000 years ago, which is nothing in geological time. It's like second in geological time. 30,000 years ago, our species was all living in Africa, and we moved from Africa to every single place in the planet. So it's really maybe 60,000 years ago. I mean, we've been moving since we started as a species. So it's part of our to migrate is part of our identity. We should see that in a big perspective.
Yeah, nice. So why Salvavidas de Hielo?
It's. I mean, I don't know how it sounds in English. Life vest. Ice life vest. It's a
life jacket of ice.
See, or ice life jacket. I don't know. I think it sounds strange in English. In English, I love that paradox. I love the idea of that inner contradiction between something that it's supposed to keep you floating, but its destiny is to melt.
Yeah.
You know? So it's an ephemeral salvation, like every salvation. On the other hand, because if we only stuck with the eternal things, I mean, we would have zero thing to stick to. So it's an ode to ephemeral, that song, and I don't know. I like to play with words, and I like contradictions. The record is full of contradictions. I mean, you have a song called Telefonía that praises our will to communicate as human beings, and there's another one that just next to that one that's called Silencio, Silence, which it's about being, overwhelmed by communication nowadays.
So what is the second song that you're going to play for us?
I really don't know. I don't know if people there that are listening to it want to hear any. No veo nada. But I can play Asilo. Asilo is a song. I have my electric guitar. I would like to use
nice
it.
guitar.
Yeah.
Beautiful Gibson.
It's a beautiful Gibson. Yes, it is. Yes, she is. She's been with me, I don't know, 2,000 concerts, I don't know, a lot of concerts.
With that one?
Yeah.
So it's your girl.
Yeah, yes, she is. And this one too. This one is older though. Dame una noche de asilo en tu regazo. Esta noche, por ejemplo, dejemos al mundo fuera. Abre tus brazos y ciérralos conmigo dentro. Solo unas horas y luego, cuando amanezca yo pondré una cafetera y habré llevado esta nube hacia otro cielo de nubes pasajeras. Si el sueño pierde pie, resbala, queda colgando de un hilo. Prefiero una noche entera en vela a tener el alma en vilo. Dame una noche de asilo. Dame una noche de asilo, dame un remanso y yo te daré lo que tengo, este amor que no me explico. Pasan los años y sigue a espaldas del tiempo. Quiero que me hables del tiempo, que te desnudes como si fuera algo corriente, como si verte desnuda no me aturdiera tan sistemáticamente. Tu piel me sea desconocida, me deje siempre intranquilo. Prefiero lamer después mis heridas a que tu amor pierda filo. Dame una noche de asilo. 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 Oh, oh. Dame una noche de asilo. Dame una noche de asilo. Dame una noche de asilo.
Hermoso.
I like this amplifier that they have here.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
I
Sounds
told you.
really good.
Sounds vintage and good.
Okay, High and Dry, Soledad, que pidió Carla, Soledad de Sara y Telefonía. Miguel, okay.
Right, we have requests.
How many songs do I get to play?
We have one more if you want to do two more.
Okay, I can do two more.
Yeah? All right.
Because I want to do one of the songs that somebody asked for there, that it's called Soledad.
All right.
Loneliness, no?
Yeah? Can you tell a little bit the story of the song? No.
It's so hard. I don't know. I'm sorry that they're written in Spanish, but because they're really not complicated lyrics, so they're very easy to understand in Spanish. So easy to understand that it's hard to explain them
Explain in
but
Spanish.
But I can translate it a little
All right.
bit. I mean,
Yeah, why not?
Instead of trying to explain. Soledad, aquí están mis credenciales. Vengo llamando a tu puerta desde hace tiempo. Loneliness, here you have my credentials. I've been calling, I've been knocking your door for a long time. It's in a period of my life I was heading loneliness. And I realized that loneliness was going to be my companion for a long time. So that's what.
Were you looking for it?
No,
Okay.
I not intentionally. It
Okay.
just happened. But I realized that we had to get along together because,
Yeah.
you know, so the chorus says quien that, you know, loneliness is like being your only company, so it's like that's another contradiction. You're I don't know, estás acompañado por la soledad. Vamos arriba.
Vamos arriba.
Es una especie de samba, it's like una samba como las zambas argentinas, ¿no? Soledad, aquí están mis credenciales. Vengo llamando a tu puerta desde hace un tiempo. Creo que pasaremos juntos temporales. Propongo que tú y yo nos vayamos conociendo. Aquí estoy, te traigo mis cicatrices, palabras sobre papel pentagramado. No te fijes mucho en lo que dicen. Me encontrarás en cada cosa que he callado. Ya pasó, ya he dejado que se empañe la ilusión de que vivir es indoloro. Qué raro que seas tú quien me acompañe, soledad, a mí que nunca supe bien cómo estar solo. Qué raro que seas tú quien me acompañe, soledad, a mí que nunca supe bien cómo estar solo. It was a short version.
Hermoso. Gracias, Jorge.
Oh, de nada. You're welcome. If I get to play another song,
You can play.
Soledad, Sara, telefonía, guitarra y voz, silencio, salvavidas de hielo, milonga. Bueno, that's a lot of them.
Todo el álbum.
I'm going to play one that it's not in that list. I thank very much everybody that's asking for songs. I mean, I'm happy to know that you know the name of my songs, my repertoire.
Nice. So I want to ask you something about the album, Jorge.
Yeah.
I know that it's all about, you record the album with all guitars, like all the
Yeah.
percussion part and everything. How was that?
Yeah, that's, you know, we have so many things that we don't get to use. We have more songs that at one click, you know, we have so many songs that we're not going to be able to listen to. We have more books than the books that we're going actually to be able to read, more food than the food that we can actually eat. I mean, at least in this environment that that I live and that you live here, so you know, I instead of surfing the reality, like knowing very little about lots of things, I wanted to know a lot about only one thing, and that thing was the guitar. So the first thing I did, I turned it backwards, and I found this. And all these little details that the guitar has. So we invited 5 percussionists to the record, and we gave them guitars, and they hated us for the first couple of hours. They said, "No, come on, I have my congas there. Just let me use my drums, and I know my cymbals. What do you mean? I mean, so the record actually, it sounds a lot of wood, the sound, because you don't have anything above 4 kilohertz. You don't have cymbals. It doesn't have higher frequencies, and it doesn't have also the very low frequencies that you get with a bass drum. So it's and it was an adventure. It was a limitation. I like limitations. Like Igor Stravinsky used to say, the more I limit myself, the more I free myself. You need limits in a creative activity. That's at least what I think. Limits are good, because you have to develop your imagination inside of that territoire and look for that. So that's the way we made the record. I mean, 2 or 3 times in the middle of the recordings, we said, this is too much. Let's call the drum, bring the drums on, and the bass player and the keyboards and the brasses. But we stick to the idea, and we were I think we were crazy or brave, I don't know, but we stick to the idea, and we both, a combination of both, and we made the record only with guitars. All the percussions you will hear in the record, although it's a very, very percussive record, there's nothing played there that it's not a guitar.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to
play player.
Eh?
As a guitar player, thank you very much for
that. You're welcome. Thank you. As a percussionist, you would hate me, though.
Yeah, of course. So what is the next one?
We tried to do that live too. We have a tour. Can I talk a little bit about that?
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
We're touring the United States, actually, and we're going to be playing Miami the day after tomorrow, the 8th, in the Fillmore, the beautiful Fillmore Theater in Miami. That's another nice venue, too. My whole band is flying over the Atlantic, coming to meet me at Miami, so we're going to have this. We've done already 30 shows, and the band is really tight right now, really, really tight.
Is it the same band as always?
Yes. I travel with the same guys, and we're going to be playing in Washington the next day, the 9th, and I don't remember the venue in Washington. Can you tell it to me? The Howard Theater, but it's sold out. So it's I want to thank you if you're watching it from Washington. You know, there's a lot of crazy people that already bought all the tickets there. There are some tickets left, though, for New York the next day, the Beacon Theater. So I'm really happy to be playing, like I told you, that magnificent venue. I mean, that where Paul Simon played, and David Bowie and Caetano Veloso and Astor Piazzolla played there too. Yeah.
Oh,
so I'm really moved by that. Then we go to the East Coast, and we'll play San Francisco.
The West Coast.
Day? The West Coast. Sorry, we go to the West Coast, the other East.
Yeah, San Francisco and LA.
Yeah, and LA. We're going to be playing San Francisco and LA 15 and 16. Yes. Okay. So if you want to know anything, if I spoke too quickly or or too much of an accent, you can check on my website. I mean, it's jorgedrexler.com, like my name and my surname and .com. Like, I mean, not very original, but it's very easy to find. I'm going to play a song that it's not in that record that we're introducing. So that's not very wise from the marketing point of view, but it's a song that was written the same period that the songs of the record were written. It's called Los Puentes, the bridges, and it has to do once again with, I'm playing it because I'm here in the States, and it has to do with what's going on here with I don't know, regarding walls and bridges and all that stuff that's going on. Los Puentes. Can you translate for me just a little bit? Cuando la noche esté precisamente más cerrada y más confusa.
When the night is precisely close and precise.
Precisely and confused.
And confused.
Que viva todo aquel valiente, long live that brave person. Que viva todo aquel valiente que tienda un puente y el valiente que lo cruza. Long live,
Long live the brave that build the bridge
and
cross the bridge.
And the brave that crossed.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's another quotation for.
We have a translator here.
Okay. I have a quotation in the song by Leonard Cohen. It's there's a crack in everything. That's how the light comes in. ¿No? Y al final dice, and at the end of the song he says, dejando que rayo a rayo. Okay, I'll sing the song. It's hard for me to translate. Cuando la noche esté precisamente más cerrada y más confusa, que viva todo aquel valiente que tiende un puente y el valiente que lo cruza. Que viva todo aquel valiente que tiende un puente y el valiente que lo cruza. Brindemos por las clarividentes, mentes abiertas, despiertas, viajeras de la enredadera humana que crece, que trepa y que va agritando los muros, dejando que rayo a rayo, a rayo, a rayo, entre la luz en lo oscuro. Cuando la noche esté precisamente más cerrada y más confusa, que viva todo aquel valiente que tiende un puente y el valiente que lo cruza. Que viva todo aquel valiente que tiende un puente y el valiente que lo cruza. Brindemos por las clarividentes, mentes abiertas, despiertas, viajeras de la enredadera humana que crece, que trepa y que va agritando los muros, dejando que rayo a rayo, a rayo, a rayo, entre la luz en lo oscuro. Oh, dejando que rayo a rayo, a rayo, a rayo, entre la luz en lo oscuro. Oh, dejando que rayo a rayo, a rayo, a rayo, entre la luz en lo oscuro. Thank you very much. Gracias.
It was a pleasure, Jorge. Thanks for coming out to the studio to Pace. It's a big honor for me doing this interview with you, man.
Oh,
I'm a
thank
big
you.
fan.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome every time that you're here in New York. You can stop in the studio, play some songs.
It sounds great, actually.
Yeah?
Thank you for.
So thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody, in the sound and in the image and everything. Thank you. Gracias.
All right.
Ciao.
Gracias.